I was thinking I'll start with some hard ones first, but I'm going to take it the other way around. I'm going to go rapid fire on you. So, first question. What movie character does Bharti remind you of, Mr. Jacob?
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump. What about you? Forrest Gump. So, what about you, Bharti? Anything to say to that?
James Bond.
What about you? What movie character does Nina remind you of?
So I can say for...
Sure, definitely.
I would say Amir Khan in Three Idiots is what I would say.
Right. What's the longest the both of you have gone without talking after a fight?
Okay, this is...
3 days.
Is he right? Does he remember that correctly? No? 3 hours.
3 hours.
What about the both of you?
Sorry, I'll just do that.
Probably a few hours.
A few hours. So getting on to the tougher questions, has there ever been an opportunity or a situation where you have doubted her business decision? And
so first the video
how did you guys resolve that?
3 Moons video, which is going to be about 2 minutes long.
If I could start with you both.
And then I call on Ketul Contractor, who's the head of global whatever.
So she says better not.
Correct. You should have asked, has there ever been a situation where you doubted a decision and had the guts to express it?
Sorry about that. In the confusion, I forgot about that.
Has there?
No, we fortunately keep our businesses very separate. So I don't poke my nose and she doesn't either.
Sure.
Right. Is that what happens? Or is he remembering it wrong?
No. I don't think he dared express. No, I mean, we rarely discuss in business in detail at home.
Right.
So we try and keep it out. So maybe there are broader questions that we talk.
Right.
And by and large, we seem to agree. So we don't have business fights.
What about you both? Has there ever been a moment where you doubted her business decision?
Not doubted, but we just suggest certain things.
So I go and ask him if I'm, dilemma of something that, how should I sort it?
And did the suggestion go down very well with her?
Yeah. Especially in the numbers, that's where I come in little help to her.
Right. Has this situation ever backfired? Has there been a chance or a situation where, he's given you some really bad business advice and he's given you some really good business advice? And do you remember that? Do you remember any such instances? The best advice and the worst advice?
No, on specific business, work-related, I don't think I remember there being sort of the best or the worst decisions or advice.
Any notable ones that stand out?
I think the big advice that is given in my career is never to give up on my career. So I think that's really been the biggest one. Otherwise, on work-related day-to-day business, I don't believe we talk a lot. On specific, maybe in general we might discuss some stuff, but not very specifically.
Right. What about you both? Do you remember any really good business advice that you got from him related to your designs, related to your stores, or, in general?
So I take advice pretty frequently, but I take it more on the internal and how to handle situations and how I should think, and not really on design or how many stores I should open or should I go online or stuff like that. But being cool, being calm, I think is generally what I get from here.
How tough is it to handle the pressures of being in business both at the same time but on completely different, different spheres or different paths? Because, both your funds do completely different kind of, business. So how difficult has it been to kind of balance it out? Or has it not been difficult at all? What keeps you going?
Sorry,
what keeps you going?
Not the pressures. No, I don't think, we are in the same sort of broadly the line of business, but very different ends of the, food chain. His annual management fee would be my fund size, but, and I think the pressures are there
won't be any different than any other working couple. You know, when you have children and, you know, you worry about the maids or picking up from school or whatever else. I think those are no different than anybody else faces those challenges.
Right.
I don't think that changes.
Right. And has there been any situation where you've both, you know, sort of dropped the ball on the home front, or, you know, where you've both not had the time to figure, or forgotten it, and forgotten an anniversary or a birthday, or, and who comes to your rescue in such a situation?
No, I don't think we've ever forgotten birthdays or anniversaries. No, I remind him and he reminds me. Very clear.
Right. What about you two? Has it been tough to, you know, both be in business together, and what has kept you going in such a situation? How do you support each other, you know, when through the highs and lows of your business?
We have an old joke going on between us. So I handle the big problems, she handles the small problems.
Right.
Who is to be the next Prime Minister? Those things I handle. What is to be done day to day, month to month, year to year, everything she handles.
Where to invest, what the kids should do, where to go for holidays is all mine. How should you think, how you should be is all his scenario.
And who's your support system? Who's the one who's keeping all this together when, you know, both of you end up forgetting, as I said, a date, an anniversary or a birthday? Does it ever happen? And who gets the flag for it if it does happen?
No, I've just only once forgotten, and I had given that appointment to someone else, and it was the last time. So I make sure that it doesn't happen again.
Right. So I think that's pretty much the end of my segment.
Thank you.
But thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you.